Welcome to the virtual campground. I think we may be live. Good to see you, Johnny
Johnny, are
Lightning.
we live?
Yeah,
Can
Johnny,
you
let
hear
us know.
us?
Welcome to the virtual campground. I think
Oh
we should.
dear.
Let's turn that volume down. There you go. Perfect. Oh, it's good to be back live again. Um,
If we remember how.
yeah, I think, well, I mean, I don't know if we remember how because I don't know if we're really live, but
True.
we are coming to you live.
Live.
Um, what is the saying? Not Memorex? No, I don't know what it
Nobody
is.
remembers. Haven't used Memorex in 1,000 years.
I bet it's still around. So yeah, we're coming live to you from our new rig. So let's see, we've got Johnny out there. We know that. April, I think, was going to try to join us.
The Kraliks were going to join us, but apparently they went out to dinner,
What?
and the line for dinner must be long because they haven't made it back. So he doesn't think they're going to make it.
Dinner. Yeah,
Dinner. They want to eat first.
could get it to go.
I don't know where they are. So I can tell you. I told them to enjoy dinner because I'm nice and not, worried about that.
They'll watch the recording later. Hi, Corelix.
Sure.
So yeah, so there's a lot to talk about, but we won't take too much time.
Is
We've
it
had a
live or is it
busy first
Memorex?
quarter. Yeah, there you go. Is it live or there you go.
Thank you, Johnny. I
Figured
knew I could
Johnny
count
would.
on you.
Yeah, figured Johnny would remember that.
Johnny probably still has Memorex at his house. One of his houses.
I used to have Memorex cassette tapes. I think they were Memorex. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what I did with them.
Me neither.
So yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. We had a very busy first quarter, and only part of that has been in the rig. So
Yeah, we've only been in the actual rig for 4 weeks. 4 weeks.
yeah,
We got here March 7th, and this was our second week. So yeah, four
crazy.
weeks. Crazy. Been in the RV, yeah. Up until then, we were either in a house with mother or a rental. That was longer than we thought it would be.
Mhm.
And then the rent, and then the rig.
Yeah, we were in the house with your mom, but then we also spent a week in Winter Park.
Well, that was in between the
Yeah,
VRBOs. We VRBO'd in BV,
that's true. Yeah,
Buena Vista,
yeah, Buena
Buena
Vista.
Vista, and then we went to Winter Park with family for a week of skiing. That wasn't so much, and then we got the rig. We came back on that
Yeah,
Saturday, but the first night we spent in the hotel because I was sick.
yeah.
So, but yeah, so Winter Park was fun because we were with our family.
Mhm.
Our boys came in, and it was my sister and her sons and their families, and so that was fun. But the snow wasn't much there.
No, and several of us got sick.
Most of us got sick. And then we came here to Lake Tahoe, and not so much snow here either.
No,
So yeah, it's a little bit of a problem
that
about
is
about
crazy.
town, about country this year.
We're gonna have to go back to Canada.
Yes, well, I'm not sure I should have checked their snow. I don't know. But yeah, the snowfall has not been high this year, which is causing lots of challenges for lots of people.
No,
Yeah, one of the resorts around here, there's a lot of them. They are closed for the next few days, because this is next weekend's or last weekend. I guess it was already scheduled to be their last weekend, and they wanted to try to conserve the snow. I'm not sure they're going to be able to, because we're expecting like 3 days of rain. And while they had hoped that that would mean some snow at the higher elevations, now they're thinking it's too warm. And so hopefully the rain
rain.
doesn't wash
Gonna
away what
wash
little
it all away.
snow. We
Yeah.
went out to the mountain yesterday to watch the freestyle mogul competition, and we just rode up. We didn't ski, and it was crazy to watch people skiing. I mean, it was like normally, this is
Yeah,
how
the whole
big
mountain would
yeah,
be.
the whole
Yeah.
mountain's covered in snow, and now this much of the mountain is covered in snow. So everybody's just coming down this one narrowed part,
Yeah.
and they are only just within our vision of probably 5 chairlifts. Only 2 of them are open. Um, I know, Johnny, the Northeast and Michigan are getting all the snow and the Rocky Mountains are not.
Yeah.
And you guys would like the snow to come over this way, and so would they. Yeah, in Colorado, there's a lot of businesses that I think it's going to be a little tenuous for them.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think the polar vortex didn't happen here or
Mm.
whatever it's called, El Nino.
El
Well,
Nina
yeah, El
happened,
Nina.
and
Yeah.
so they need
So
El Nino
yeah, so yeah, so it's kind of crazy, but we think we may get out and try to ski
tomorrow,
tomorrow or
Friday.
Friday. So
Supposed to there's a slight chance of some snow on Wednesday night, I think. So, and Thursday we have plans. So Friday we thought, well, we'll go try to be on what's there. Of course, I think it's a long weekend for a lot of people with Easter next weekend, so it might be kind of crowded. So we'll see. We'll see. But
yeah,
because we might go tomorrow, except for the fact that Barry wants me to get up again for the second morning in a row for sunrise.
yes, we had a beautiful sunrise. Oh, the
Hey, Jen.
Jen's in the house. We had a beautiful sunrise this morning from Emerald Bay.
Mm-hmm,
It was worth it, right? Right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes, 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 yes. No, it really was very pretty. You want to show him a picture? Show him the
Uh,
first picture you took. He got up at sunrise before. Oh, I
oh,
didn't go that
okay.
time.
All right. So this was the first sunrise. Deborah didn't get up for that
I
one,
did not.
and
Neither
but
did
anyway,
Drew. Drew was here then. He didn't get up either. You went by yourself.
there was a nice waterfall there at the top of Emerald Bay, and so just trying to get that in the foreground with a pretty nice little sunrise
You can
happening.
see the tiny little island there
Oh
in
yeah,
the bay,
yeah,
which is kind of fun. There was a woman. There's a house right on Emerald Bay that a woman built, I think in the 40s, that is, what did I tell you? It's Swedish. Yeah,
yeah,
Swedish. And in architecture, we haven't gotten down to see it yet because the park has been closed. But she had that island was already there. But she had a little tea house built on the island, and she
yeah,
would go over there with her guests when they came over, and they would have tea in the on the island, which I'm sure her servants really appreciated.
yeah. Not tea again.
Oh no, I had to take the boat. Yes. So hey, April. Happy, no, wait, what would be the right way to say Buena, welcome back?
Oh gosh, yeah, you got me.
Welcome back in Spanish. She has been at the beach. Um, so yes, so now show them this morning the one I got up for because it was way better. Because see, I got up for it.
So
Usually it's the opposite. Usually it's horrible.
we just went to a slightly different place near where that was and had some really nice color coming in just before sunrise. And
It
so
went fast though.
it did, and I mean it would have been a little longer, but those clouds were moving towards the sunrise, and so they were taking up more room. And so, I mean, you're taking up more space in the sky, hiding the sun is what I'm trying to say. You know
Huh.
what I mean?
No, I don't really, but okay. Yeah, so they I like your frame there. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
it just we got there at I don't know 6:30.
Yeah, I think so.
We
Right
left
around
here at
there. Yeah.
5:28. Got there at 6:30
Yeah.
ish.
It's about a 50-minute drive.
It was already kind of light out. It had a little bit of that color. Then the color came, and I mean within 5 minutes that color was gone. It was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Buenavidos. Thank you. Thank you. Probably didn't say it right, but thank you. Um, Yes, so that was yesterday. Gosh, today's been long because I got up at
Yeah.
5 in the morning.
But we got little naps and feeling good.
Mhm. Yes. So yeah, so tomorrow what's the idea for tomorrow's sunrise?
Sleep in.
Oh, I thought we were gonna kayak somewhere.
No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think the weather's
Um,
coming in.
I didn't
I
think it was
think.
coming until tomorrow night.
Oh well, we'll take a look at it. So, in
Mm.
it and what she's talking about is there's a much photographed rock here called Bonsai Rock, and so we've got weather coming in for the next couple of days, as Deborah mentioned earlier, and expecting rain, maybe snow at higher elevations, and but at some point we're going to kayak to Bonsai Rock.
He
So
tried to convince me that we should do it. We weren't sure that the state park was open that he wanted to do it from. So he thought we should do it from Kings Beach. and told me it was a 2-hour kayak ride.
One way.
One way.
Yeah.
I said no,
We
but
could have
I'd
done
pick them up at the other end.
We could have done
I'm sure we could have, but 4
it.
hours didn't sound fun.
No. Yeah, so that could be a tomorrow thing, but I've got it penciled in for Friday just because of the weather. We'll see how it looks.
Okay, we'll see how it looks. Check back.
That's right.
Watch Instagram.
So let's see. So what have we been doing here? You want to talk a little bit about
Sure.
some of the sightseeing we've done? Um,
I am sure your photos of
I'm
sunrise are
sure.
great
Yeah. All
because all
sunrises are,
sunrises are
yeah,
great.
it's good to get up for a sunrise.
Not very often, but it's
No.
good to get up.
Every now and then.
Not every morning.
You don't want to get up for every one of them. Although some people do.
Yes.
Okay, so this
Not me.
was a couple of cute little towns around here.
So yeah, so I don't know how many of y'all, raise your
Yeah,
hand.
raise your hand.
If you've been to Lake Tahoe area, in particular, we're up in Truckee. We're at a park called Village Camp in Truckee, Nevada. Are we on the
Truckee,
Nevada
California.
side?
No,
California.
Truckee, California.
California. And yeah, I didn't realize how close Nevada and
Yeah, we're right
we go
near
in
the
and
state
out
line.
of it as we go across the places. Anyway, so we're in Truckee, and of course we've gone down to Kings Beach and some other spots to see the lake, but we decided to do a day trip over to Nevada City, which is in California.
Yeah, very confusing.
They say that they named it first and that they were mad at the state for taking it, so they added city to the end of it. But anyway, so we went over to Nevada City for one day because we thought we just had seen it was going to be a cute historic. It's on the National Historic Register, and nice buildings and cute shops and some breweries and some wineries, and Grass Valley has some more wineries. So we went down there, and then we so that's the first day that we just walked around. Oh, and I meant to grab the book. I'm gonna grab the book because I have to show y'all this book.
You're listening to live coverage of Deborah grabbing a book.
You're there. You can talk by yourself.
I don't think I can.
Okay, look at this cute book. Fezziwig. The Amazing Fezziwig. So apparently this is a real dog that was in the neighborhood. Sadly, he died a couple months ago. But they've just got to keep him alive. But his memory alive. But they have these adorable little boxes all through the town.
I've got some pictures of them somewhere.
They weren't in your list. Hey there, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy, good to see you.
Joanne, you better be here.
Let me find them because I thought I had them.
Oh, I didn't see one.
Oh, maybe I forgot to upload them.
So anyway, they had these cute little boxes that say on the back front of them Fez, and then you open them up and there are these little people in there or little scenes, and then you can get a stamp, and there's a map of all of them because these were all the places when he did his daily walk that he took a stop.
Yeah.
I just thought it was so cute.
Yeah, it was like maybe you said this, but the little boxes were like those little libraries that you see around town.
Yeah, they were about the size smaller. Of a free library, but had scenes in them.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Like the one near the Methodist Church had a little bitty Jesus in it. There was this one house on this walk. There's this one house. I don't think you have a picture of it, but they had an 18-hole, and by hole I mean this big, of an 18-hole like mini golf,
tiny golf course,
miniature golf.
But yeah,
and they had like the tee cards and the balls for you. So I guess they were okay with people just wandering through their neighborhood, their yard.
And the yard wasn't like really big or anything.
It'd be hard to get all 18 in, I think. So
it was more cute than practical.
But it was cute.
Yeah.
That was one of the stops. So
I have all those pictures, but I forgot to put them in there. So Deborah will post them.
Get them on Instagram. Yeah, so y'all can see them because they're really cute.
So yeah, so the very cool historic town. They've done a good job preserving it, and so it was really neat. The photo on the far right is in the background is one of the firehouses, which was a pretty fascinating story. They built these firehouses because they kept having fires, and then they said, "Well, let's do something about them."
Yes, so they had firehouses before, like they were mandatory, but the two neighborhoods argued, so they had two on different sides of the city that only took care of their part of the city because that's who they were funded by. So that made sense. But yes, it seemed like everything we read about the history it was like they built this and this and this, and then it burned down. And then they built this, and then it all burned down. So there's a really historic hotel there, the National
Yeah.
Hotel, that was really cool inside, very Art Deco in the restaurant. It was very cool. It was very pretty, but lots of fun. And then while we were there, we heard about this event where they planted 22,000 tulip bulbs. And so we thought, well, we need to go back. So we did. We went back.
Yeah.
Last
And we
Saturday.
got some pictures of the tulips in a little bit.
Okay, we'll show those.
We did spend our son Drew came to visit, and
he's up in San Francisco.
Lovely. Our first overnight guest in the new rig.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He said it was fairly comfortable. He slept right here.
Yeah, yeah, on the table. The table becomes a bed. We didn't make him sleep on the table. And anyway, Kings Beach is a very well-known place right at the north tip of Lake Tahoe.
People were out in that water. Yeah. It's like 40 degrees. But yeah, you can see people are sunbathing because it's been quite warm around here.
And we went on a little hike with Drew to something called, I think it was called Cold Spring Trail.
Springs. We didn't see the Cold Spring, no. But we went around this lake. But it was, it's right outside of Donner State Park.
Yeah, really nice.
Donner Memorial State Park.
And of course, we found some wine.
We did, like I said.
Vineyard.
They had a lot of vineyards and wine tasting rooms in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Yeah, so we've been managing to stay busy, but Deb mentioned tulips. So this was a really fascinating place that had those 20-some-odd thousand tulips, and it was a compound, basically.
Yes, it's the Ananda Spiritual Center, and they host retreats there, personal retreats, or they also have some that they put on you can attend, but they had different places you could stay, and they have a guru that they followed, but yeah, it was a 22,000 acres. Did I say? No, 750 acres. 750 acres, 22,000 bulbs. 750 acres. Most of it was farmland. It looked like people that lived there. They do have some permanent residents that follow this guru. So it was very spiritual.
Yeah.
But lovely and very peaceful. Just not very far outside the city of Nevada City.
No.
And they had all those tulips, and they were beautiful. They had bloomed early because of the weather, so they weren't supposed to open the tulip festival until the coming weekend, Easter weekend, but they opened last week because they were already up, and you can see in those pictures, I mean, a lot of them are full bloom. They're not going to last too much longer.
We even saw some that were past bloom. It was just
and some that hadn't.
So it was going to last for a while. So it was very pretty, very pretty place.
Though I would say it's very pretty, and if you're in the area at the time, you should absolutely go. It was not very much. I can't remember now. Maybe $15 per person. But if you like tulips, I highly recommend the one outside of Salt Lake City at Thanksgiving Point. And of course, Holland, Michigan has a huge one. And then I was reading today about one in New Jersey that is like millions of bulbs.
The Garden State.
Yeah, so that sounded really lovely as well. And look, the pictures were like just rows. You look like you're in Holland, but you're not. You're in New Jersey.
You would never know the difference.
Never know the difference. So yeah, Jimmy, we saw the train when we were in downtown Truckee, and we looked it up to see where you could go from it. So where were you coming from when you went on the train through Truckee? Because it looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it looked like you could go. Well, I know you could get to San Francisco. It just would take a really long time. But yeah, very fun.
Very cool. And Deborah mentioned Donner Lake.
Donner Memorial Park is what I mentioned.
Oh, well, okay. Then I'll mention Donner Lake. This is Donner Lake. And and this was really our first introduction into the tragedy that happened in this area.
I mean, we'd heard about it.
We'd heard about it, but this was really where we
really
dove in deep to it.
Dove in deep. Yeah, we were like, wait a minute, why did they do this? And then I didn't realize, because Barry kept trying to explain to me, no, they were in the Truckee area trying to get over the mountain. I'm like, why? Why didn't they just stay there and just whatever? But I realize now they had no food. Okay. It's like,
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
And
Why would you?
apparently,
Not to mention, if you were looking at that pass that they went over, the Sierra Nevadas
yeah,
right there where we're standing to take this picture, why would anybody think I should take a wagon up
no,
that
no, the things that they had to go through to get their wagon up the over the mountains was just incredible.
incredible? You think
I would
go
have
back
gone
and
home
think,
a long time ago.
yeah. I mean, yes, they made some errors, it sounds like, but just even it gives you a very strong sense of what pioneers had to go through. I mean, I'm really glad an RV is enough for me to have to travel down a cemented road. I'm certainly not going to go in a wagon. Okay, the Zephyr from Chicago.
Yeah.
See, I think
So
that
you
would be
looked into
really
that.
cool to
Yeah.
do. And that's supposed to be really pretty. How many days were you on the train? I think trains might be in our future. I think some trains next year will definitely be something. We're looking actually at one in Switzerland
Yeah.
that we might do in fall
Yeah.
to go to the Dolomites.
That'll be nice.
Yes.
Okay, let's see, we've already shown that one, that one. Oh, we
Oh
didn't
yeah.
do the Milky Way.
Barry also got up in the middle of the night to go out by himself.
You didn't go with me.
I did not. That's what going by yourself means.
Thanks for that
You're
clarification.
welcome. In case anybody was confused.
Let's see. I think that may be all the photos. I have so many other photos. You'll have to post a bunch on
You have to give them to me.
Instagram.
They have to come out of your camera and
Oh,
onto mine.
they're out of the camera. They're ready to go.
Okay, well, just send them to
I
me.
meant to put them in here. So
Either that or you can also follow him on Ben Downs because he also posts a lot of pictures there.
not a lot, really.
Well, you posted one the other day of the Milky Way.
All right. So really, other than that, what has been keeping us busy has been the new
Getting
rig.
moved in, yeah.
Yeah. So
So we have a new rig.
yeah, we still have Big Al. Big Al is being taken care of in Buena Vista by our good friends the Pishnas, and so we have an outdoors RV manufacturer 260 kVS trailer that we pull behind our new pickup truck.
Butch and Sundance.
Yeah. So it's a 30-foot trailer, so a little bit shorter than Big Al. We wanted something a little bit was a little bit more nimble, could get into some spaces that Big Al couldn't. So in theory, we should be able to do that. And really, Deborah's been spending a lot of time getting things updated.
It's messy looking.
This is yeah, this is
It's moving
this is
in.
moving in and us living and
Trying to figure out where
sorting
you
through
put
spices
things.
and yeah,
Yes.
that's been the hardest challenge is moving from a class A that had so much storage, so much more storage that we just took it for granted. We just took for granted how much storage it had, and then moving to this rig, which does not have a lot of storage.
Though it does have a lot more than I gave it credit for, I will say. I was surprised at how fairly easily we found places for things. Now, we had gotten rid of a lot of things because we figured they wouldn't fit. So I've been a little bit surprised that it's not been so uncomfortable as I thought. The only uncomfortable part from a perspective of going from the class A to here is the bedroom, but it's just more narrow. My butt's too big. I don't know, whichever one of the two that we just keep bumping into the walls. But I did do a lot of renovation in the bedroom because it was so brown. You can see that it has those cabinets. You're just sort of encircled in brown. So I did a lot of redecorating.
Yeah,
So
so you basically some peel and stick just to lighten
yeah,
up this middle
wallpaper
stuff, and
and the
then
sides. I
added
added,
ferns.
yeah,
You
the
didn't
sides.
do peel and stick back here. You just added these
Yeah,
ferns that were, I
exactly. And
guess,
the
peel and stick.
pictures.
Yeah, and the pictures. Yeah, those are nice. So yeah, really nice. Really brightened it up a good bit. Made it feel more homey.
Yeah. Now I'm working on balances. I want to take that same peel and stick that's on the cabinets, and the balances they have a very dark, well, they're very solid. First of all, they're very lots of wood, but the middle of them has some black, and I want to try to cover up some of that black and make it. I think that'll lighten it up a lot in here and in the bedroom. So Well, did in the bedroom. I did one in the bedroom actually already. So yeah, so that's our new rig.
Yep.
You can kind of see out there.
Yeah, let me get to the big, and so one of the reasons we got this one is because it has huge windows. So that's our kitchen back there. And so it's got three large kitchens on windows on either side of the kitchen. And then right to over my shoulder, you can see a really large one right off the dining room table. So really gives us a lot of natural light and a great view. Now we're in the middle of an RV park here in Truckee, so the view is of a lovely Class C.
But
But
trees, lots of
and
trees.
with lots of trees here, so that's nice. But yeah, so we're enjoying the big windows so far.
Yes. When we were on our way here, we got to stop in a couple of spots that were a little more scenic,
Yeah,
and it was nice out the window. So hopefully, as we continue on this year, we will find places that we have pretty windows. So
yeah.
when we leave here next week, yeah, the 7th,
Next week already.
yep, we go to Olema campground, which is up near Point Reyes. Um, we're there for, I think we're there for like 6 weeks, because part of it because we're both having to go out of town for a little while. So Barry's going to Benton Downs. They're going to do something at Texas School, and I'm have to run out to Dallas. I have a reunion to go to. So yeah, so we're both gone for a while. So the rig will be there, even if we're not. But we'll be up in that area. So if there's anything, I know we need to go to Point Reyes, the cheese area. My son will come up from San Francisco to do that. And then one day I'm going to go into the Sonoma area because some friends of ours are going to be there for a day. And other than that, I know to go to San Francisco. We've been there. My son lives there. And then I want to see more of that coast area.
Yeah.
But if there's anything that we need to do, let us know if you've been up there. And then from there, we're going to head north
Mm-hmm.
into Washington and then over to Canada.
Yep. Yeah, we'll
We're going to go to
spend
Canada.
6 weeks in Canada, roughly
5.
5. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that'll
two
be
weeks in
nice.
Jasper, 2 weeks in Banff, and 1 week in Waterton.
Yeah.
And then we'll make our way back down because we have to get to Arizona,
Camp Carpe Diem. So yeah, we're gonna make our way through
Montana.
from Canada through Montana down eventually through Denver and
Mm-hmm.
then into or maybe BV. Um,
I'm sure we'll have a stop.
um, into into Camp Carpe Diem. So
Yeah.
hopefully you all are ready for that. That's October 22nd through the 25th. Verde Valley, Arizona, which is just south of the Sedona area, and just really gorgeous from a biking, a hiking, photography perspective. It's going to be a ton of fun. And of course, the usual campfires and hanging out and just having a lot of fun. So hopefully you can join us for Camp Carpe Diem 2026 in Verde Valley.
So Jimmy's gone on 7 trains in 10 days. So, okay, so the Zephyr's not like you have to go on and off of it. You said 7 trains in 10 days. It's the same train, but you get on and off, or you keep changing trains? Because I thought the Zephyr is a particular
Yeah, it's
train.
a particular train. Yeah, the
Okay,
Zephyr is the one that goes, yeah, across country.
right.
So
Okay,
I don't, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to. Help us understand what you're referring to there.
yeah. Thank you, Jen. Yes, it does sound like a perfect summer. We're very excited about it. I'm excited. Duh, of course, BB. Yes, we have to come see Big Al. so, so do you agree with us that Big Al has lots of storage space, April? I'm curious how much Rafe is fitting into Big Al.
Yeah, hopefully you didn't have to get rid of anything. Let's see. Okay, so also wanted to mention you put together an
Did I?
amazing, yes, an amazing travel
Oh, travel
guide
guide.
based on our past Camp Carpe Diems and our experiences there. I mean, we do tons of scouting before, and of course, we really get to know the area when we're there. And so you put together a guide that they can download for free.
For
Where would
free.
they get this?
Well, I think everybody that's currently on has it
Yeah,
because
about
they
for the
got an
people in the
email that
audience that watch it later.
they can go to Camp Carpe Diem on Facebook, and there is a post there that is pinned to the top that they can download it from there.
Perfect. Perfect. It's a really cool ebook. I think you will love it.
There you are, Joanne. I was beginning to wonder about you. Joanne is actually Joanne. Number 1000 is actually the reason we got online. So she she forgot, but yes. So yeah. So Joanne was just saying that she missed all the lives and getting to see everybody. So she was wondering when we would do one, and we haven't done one in, oh, I don't know, a year,
Long time.
longer than a year. And so I told Barry, well, as long as it wasn't going to be so, since it was so casual, we could get on and see how everybody's doing and say hi to everybody. So, Joanne, how are you doing? No, don't worry about it, Joanne. Don't be silly. Um, so how are you doing though?
Yeah. Good to see you.
I know that Joanne has also been stuck in the snow. She, I think, wrote me and said something about one day she basically couldn't open her door, it sounded like, because there was so much snow.
Mm.
So that's crazy.
Mm.
Crazy, crazy. And let's see, I know Jen and Greg are still in the hill country of Texas at Camp Femfo. For those of you that have never been to Camp Femfo, it was nominated,
Wow.
elected. It was on, what was it?
Oh, U.S.
Oh,
News.
Travel and Leisure, I
Oh,
think,
Travel
picked it as one of the top campgrounds in the United States.
Yeah, it's an amazing campground.
It's entertainment park and campground all at
Yeah, because
once.
there was a water park, if I recall, and
There's a
just a
huge
lot of
playground and
stuff going on.
is it a zip line, Jen, or is it some sort of something you can ride? We didn't get up that
Oh,
far
it
because we
had
were there in
the
January.
yeah, it had the coaster.
Yeah, the coaster.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah. Okay, so she's
Oh,
in New
good.
Jersey.
Joanne's gonna move. I'm glad you're gonna get to move because I know that you weren't really enjoying where you were. So that's good.
All
Okay,
Amtrak, 7 different named
put that on there.
trains. Okay, let's put this up on.
Jimmy's explaining the train, so we have to explain. So all Amtrak, but 7 different named trains. Okay. Oh, sleeping on the train. That's cool. I did that when I was backpacking through Europe, but I haven't done it in a long time. Well, since then. So I think that would be really cool.
Did
And
it
they look really
once.
nice.
Did it once in Europe. One of my business trips, and cool way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You miss the scenery.
At
Unfortunately, this
night.
train I got on. It went late afternoon, so it got dark pretty quickly, and then next thing you know, you can't see anything. Go to bed, wake up, and then you're at your next place. So cool way to travel. Much better, much less stress than getting on an airplane for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a steward that would bring you breakfast.
That's kind of
I'm
cool.
ready to do that again.
That and or I told him I found something the other day that you can go to United Kingdom and the Cotswolds, which is a really pretty section of England that's lots of little tiny hamlets, villages. You can walk. It has a nice walk, kind of like the Appalachians, not quite as hard, but you walk through. But there's a company that would like take care of your luggage while you just have to take care, your snacks and you're walking. So I kind of like that idea. I don't really like the idea of carrying around my clothing.
Mm.
So too heavy. So I think that'd be kind of fun. Cliff Carver Ghost Coaster zip line. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
See, they
that's
have tons. And the cool thing was that it's expensive if you go for a day or two or even a week. But if you go for a month, they give you a really great monthly rate. It was far lower than the if you paid by the week.
mm-hmm. Yeah, really nice place.
Johnny did it back in the last century. Yes, when you were 10. They had trains back when you were a kid, Johnny?
Watch it.
Just teasing. Pullman cars. Yes, the Pullman cars. Those are the fancy ones. And then you'd have a dining car.
Yeah. The dining cars aren't anything like they used to be back in the day.
No.
They have
Oh,
really.
though they are trying to bring some of them back. The Wabash Cannibal, have fun. They are trying to bring some of them back, like the Orient Express. But oh my gosh, y'all! I went and I looked at it just to see. It was freaking expensive to go on the walk, and that was just like 2 nights, and it was I don't know, $5,000, something like that. A little much for me for just 2 nights, even if it doesn't include food.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of food you'd have to eat
I'm
to,
not gonna eat that much.
yeah,
Oh,
Glacier
that's,
Express
I
in
think that's
Switzerland.
the,
That's
one
a
of the ones?
cog
Is
rail.
it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay. Yeah, we're looking at, there's a train, and I'm not gonna remember the name, the Bettina, I think that's it.
mm. Is it the one they used
Betinia.
in the scene that they used in part of Harry Potter?
Oh, I
Is
don't
it
know.
that one?
I don't know. But it goes from Lucerne? No. Latterbrown to the Dolomites. So we're going to look at going on that.
Nice.
So that's the idea anyway. We'll see. I have a lot of ideas. We'll see which ones of them pan out. We also are looking at going over for Christmas market. So you just never know with us. We
That's right.
might go, might be here, might be there. Who knows?
We'll do a live from
We'd have to be up in the
the
middle of the
Alps.
night. I don't know. We'll tape one maybe. Yeah, I like trains. It's been, I mean, and here in America, you just don't think about doing trains very often.
No.
We're so used to our cars and RVs that we just go where we want. So, um, yeah. So, what else? Anybody have any questions or thoughts before we go? Because we don't really have a whole lot for y'all. We just wanted to get online and chat.
Yeah. Hopefully we can do something like this again sometime
Maybe we
before
could do it
another six
monthly.
months go by.
Maybe we could do it monthly if it's just casual.
Yeah.
We do have, and we do have people we could talk to that we could bring on, just so it's not just the two of us all the time too, because people have got stuff going on. They're
And
doing some fun and interesting things.
I'll have those pictures
And he'll have more pictures. Yeah. Well,
that I
okay.
forgot to show this week.
So Barry's planning, in case anybody is interested, he's going to Iceland
Oh yeah.
in August to,
Got room for 3 more people on our Iceland eclipse workshop.
and he lowered the price.
Yeah.
For the eclipse. There's a full eclipse over in Iceland, kind of like we had here. Was that just last year, 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago, I believe.
And but this way you definitely will have a hotel room, because otherwise, if you try to go by yourself, you might not. So anyway, so if you're interested in going to Iceland in August with Barry to take photos and learn how to take really cool pictures of an eclipse, he would help you. No, Johnny, I decided not to do news today. I just didn't. But
you've been putting news pretty regularly in your newsletter.
yes, I have. I have been trying anyway. I have been reading a lot about, and it probably would have made the news about the national parks, and there's been a lot of changes there. So I've been trying to keep y'all updated in the newsletter about that, and then campgrounds in general and how they're really changing. I find it really fascinating, and here I'm really seeing it. I don't know if y'all are seeing it when you're in campgrounds as well, but it sounds like a lot of the campgrounds, the demand is about the same as it was before. 2020, it kind of skyrocketed, and then it kind of flattened out, plateaued, and it's been consistent last year to this year as far as campground reservations. But what's been really interesting and what's on the increase are the cabin reservations. And I have noticed that more and more
Yeah.
campgrounds are building cabins. I don't feel like when we first started out 8 years ago, I saw that many cabins.
No.
KOAs would have a few, but not very many. But now KOAs seem to be going big into cabins. This campground has, I'd say, about 20 of them,
Yeah.
and it looks like
All
they're trying
very
to add
contemporary.
more.
Yeah. Two rows of really nice cabins. Yeah, and I think I was thinking, well, maybe it's just because we haven't noticed and now we're noticing more, but I think there must be the dynamics, the financial dynamics of having a permanent cabin for people that don't have RVs works
Yep.
out well for the campground owner.
Yeah. But I haven't really seen where there's a spike of people selling camp rigs that they all bought in the 2020.
No.
Sounds like they're hanging on to them, but they're maybe not using them as much. I don't know. Or actually, the other thing that's really happening a lot, and this is happening at Camp FIFO, I know people are parking it, and they're parking the rig for, say, a month or even 3 months, especially because you can get such a great monthly rate, and just come out on the weekends, which we used to see a lot when we first started up in the Northeast. Yeah. People would do these seasonal where they would just basically have it there the whole summer.
Or weekend house.
Yeah, it was like their weekend cabin to get away. But I think we're seeing it more and more across the rest of the United States as people just want a place to escape and they find that the price is easier and probably also just convenience. I mean, you don't have to keep moving your rig back and forth. But that means they're staying a lot of times within 50, 75 miles of their home, which I have seen a lot of data on that as well, which makes it a little harder sometimes for those of us that want to come through,
Right.
because it's hard to then find a place that has an opening on the weekends.
Mhm.
So, but one of the things about the new rig that I've been promised is that, and I'm saying promise because I have made hardly any reservations for us outside of Canada, is that we're going to be able to do more boondocking, so that if we can find the land, that we can boondock, so that we can A, save on campgrounds, and B, not have to worry about it, all the reservations, or B, and also be more flexible.
Yeah, and have better views out our window.
Because the thing about, we have, certainly with Big Al, we made reservations for most of the year, 6 months at least in advance, because when you have a 38-foot rig, it's hard to sort of fit it in some ways. But hopefully we won't have that problem with the new rig, so that we can be a little more flexible and make changes. Like, for instance, when I said we're going through up north in Washington, we haven't really decided where. We figure we'll go through Bend, Oregon. We might go to the mothership of whoever makes these things.
Outdoors RV manufacturing.
And then we probably will go up through Washington and see our friends the Ellises. For those of you who remember Whitney, and
they have a nice long driveway.
Yes, they do. So might go by and see them, and then head into Canada, where we do have reservations in Canada, because we're staying at the national parks, because we can fit, because we're only 30 feet. So to answer your question, Joanne, I am liking the new rig so far. I'm not loving the truck that pulls it, but I am liking the new rig. And I say that about the truck. It's fine when it's pulling the rig, but when it's all by itself, it's
meant to haul a heavy trailer. And when it's not hauling a heavy trailer, it's not exactly comfortable.
It's not. Well, and it doesn't help that I feel like around here, around the Tahoe area, they have more speed bumps and huge speed bumps.
And the California highways aren't awesome.
No. So it just feels like, and you just feel every single bump in that. And like today, when we went to Emerald Bay and then we went around to Sand Harbor to check it out for the kayaking adventure, it was a long trip and very windy. And I don't normally get car sick, but I was about to be there. So, yeah. So, and as far as your question, Jen, about when is the grand tour, we posted a couple pictures, but I hope to finish up some of the additions I want to make, and then take like a video tour, and then we'll show it maybe the next time we have a live. Maybe that's our goal.
That's our goal. There you go.
There you go.
I like it.
So when that's done, we'll have another live. So what else?
That's it. I think that's all the photos I had uploaded.
And Johnny, I'll try to come up with some fun news. How's that? You just want to hear Barry's intro. That's all.
I think we lost that intro.
Oh,
so
good.
We're going to have to rebuild it.
All right. Well, it was lovely to see everyone and get to see you in the chat. It's not quite the same as seeing you in person, but it's really nice. And I appreciate y'all showing up for us.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
That was nice too. That makes us feel loved. Thank you.
We do have a short little video as our outro, and it's just a teaser clip that the wonderful April put together, just showing some of the different CCDs in the past.
Why you should come.
Yeah, that's right. How much fun we have. And so I hope you stick around and enjoy that on our way out.
See ya.
Anything else? That's it.
See you around the campground. Campfire. What did I used to say?
Yeah.
Forgot.
We're out of practice. We're going to have to remember all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Joanne. Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Have a good day.
Y'all take care.
Having the Status Quos play once again for our third time. We love this group so much.
So this is an opportunity for us to be dedicated and focused to fun.
What a great, inviting group of people.
I always know I'm going to have something new and interesting and meet new people.
The best happy accident we've had in a long time was stumbling into Campfire Baby M.
Just love the fact that we all get together. There's always something going on, and it's intimate. It's fun.
I think the most important thing with CCB is making connections with people like us that live like us and do things that we enjoy, and sitting around campfire and just having that communication. It's good stuff.
Country road.